Good morning, Sarah here, Waysha Shamanic Guide. We're all just walking each other home. Whew, the rain has started in earnest this week, and what was an empty stream, completely dry stream last week, is now a torrent of water. And I'm just kind of sheltering under the trees for a minute as it rains. Oh, how's everybody feeling this week? Navigating the eclipse energies, the equinox energies. It's pretty wild out there, isn't it? Whew. I think we're all walking the path of the warrior at the moment, the path of healing, the path of healing, the path to healing is definitely not for the faint-hearted. It's the path of the warrior, and I don't mean that in an aggressive way, but I mean in a courageous way. We have to take ourselves out of our comfort zones and face our darkest shadows full on, head on. And there are many days when I think, oh, I wish I'd never started on this path. It's too hard, I can't do it. But we don't know what we don't know until we know it. And you might start in a nice fluffy bunny circle somewhere, or a nice drumming, gentle drumming for healing circle, or whatever, a cacao ceremony or something that seems really nice and gentle and not too taxing, not too confronting, and the next thing you know, bang, you're on the path of the warrior and there's no turning back. And you start surrounding yourself with things that lead you, that your higher self leads you down a path of no return. And it can be brutal, can be absolutely brutal. And I'm feeling that now. I thought, I've been through a lot already, but this time with Mum, caring for Mum, is absolutely the hardest thing I've ever done. It's no easy task. Anybody who's cared for somebody with dementia will know what I'm saying. And she's 95, so although her mobility is pretty good, there are issues with that as well. But gosh, the dementia thing is just unbelievably hard. And it's not just the forgetting, the no memory, it's the behaving like a 2-year-old, the inability to process cleanliness or anything like that. It's just really confronting, and it's put me... I've just found a piece of quartz on the path, so that's nice. I'll take that home, if I may. Piece of quartz. Maybe you were guarding something here, but I hadn't noticed you before, so I'm suspecting you were there for me. I walk this path daily, so think before you start on this path. But then, one doesn't have a choice really. One's higher self is always leading us, always guiding us to the best path for our healing and our releasing. And hello, Robin. Good morning, Robin. There's a little Robin just on the post that's come to say hello. Good morning. When I started, it seemed like a nice thing to do one afternoon. And then before I know it, I've bought a drum, then made a drum, then made lots of drums, and gone down the path of an apprenticeship, and with a couple of different shamans. And before I know it, here I am. And there's no going back. I can't go back 15 years to that comfy, ignorant place of not knowing. And now, you know, I feel that all the people that started this journey fairly recently, we're all here. When I say fairly recently, I mean in the last 20 years. We're all here for a purpose. And we're all here to be the guides, to be the way showers of those people who are perhaps just starting out right now. Oh look, what's that from? There's a light on here, I don't know what that's from. Maybe it's an orb. It's a very magical path down here. It's one of the old drovers' paths, and I've always felt there is more to this path than meets the eye. In fact, I had quite an interesting encounter down here one day. Well, it wasn't really an encounter, it was a kind of a step through maybe it was a portal. I'd actually was doing some work with some mushrooms, some psilocybin, and I came down here and it was like I just stepped through a portal and confronted myself in another life, in a previous life, a herbalist gathering herbs. It was super interesting. Anyway, yeah, that would never have happened 20 odd years ago. So we are led on these paths for a reason. If it's not just to do our own karmic healing and to sort out our health issues and what have you in this lifetime, it's certainly a path to gathering community around us on the same wavelength, if you like, and to be in this position at this time, because the world is mental. Oh, every day I think, you know, I've stopped listening to the news. Oh God, 15 years ago. I don't listen to mainstream news anymore. But one has to keep abreast of what's going on. So I do just dip into things, and it's just crazy. And what's the message? Stay as the observer. Don't get drawn into taking sides on anything. You know, we're being manipulated by some really dark forces, and it's best to stay out of their little fear games. Anyway, what was I talking about? The path of the warrior. Yeah. So, if you find yourself being drawn to something nice and fluffy in the beginning, like, you know, like I said, like women's circles, or some nice drumming circles, or cacao ceremonies, or something along those lines, or a retreat where it looks like you might be mixing with like-minded people, beware, because this is just the start, and before you know it, you'll be in it up to your neck, and there's no going back. But we face everything with courage and understanding that we are where we're meant to be right now. So, have a good day. It stopped raining for a nanosecond. I actually love it. I really enjoy just being out in the weather. And as long as one is properly dressed, puffy thing, wet, dry thing, good sturdy boots, I can go out in anything. It's not the weather that's the problem, it's inappropriate clothing that's the problem. So, I'll see you all soon. Take very care.